another A-level chemistry multiple choice question on chromatography. But before we get into this, another quick reminder that we have got our intensive revision courses over the Easter break, where the first lesson is completely free. So if you want to sign up, go to the link in my bio to secure your spot. But let's come back here. We want to know, what is the RF value of the component with the strongest affinity for the stationary phase? Now, this is a really straightforward question once you actually understand what these words actually mean, right? Because the strongest affinity just means the strongest attractions, essentially. So sticks the most to the stationary phase. The stationary phase here for our TLC is our TLC plate. If this was paper chromatography, it would be the piece of paper, but for A-level, we go beyond paper chromatography and it would be our TLC silica plate. Okay, so if we've got the strongest affinity for the stationary phase, the part that's not moving, that means it's going to travel the shortest distance, right? Strongest attraction to the part that's not moving rather, therefore the shortest distance traveled, because it's not going to travel as far with the mobile phase, the solvent. Instead, it's going to stick onto that stationary phase and not move quite so much. So this clearly is the component with the strongest affinity for the stationary phase. Now, even without a ruler, we can still figure out which of these is the correct answer, because we know that our RF value is calculated as the distance traveled by the spot, I'll call that X, over the distance traveled by the solvent, I'll call that Y. So RF is equal to X over Y. We can see quite clearly here that our answer is going to be A, 0.22. Because if it was 0.50, let's get another pen. If it was 0.50, that means that our spot would have traveled approximately halfway, right? X over Y would be equal to 0.5. If it was 0.75, we'd be looking up about here. And if it was 0.90, we'd be looking, around there. So 0.22 is the only sensible answer without even having to crack open your ruler. Yay. Nice and straightforward. Did you get it? Let me know if yes, let me know if no. And if you would like more chromatography practice or any other key topics or even like little questions that you're not quite sure of, let me know and I will add that to my video to film list. Yay. Did I say make sure you're following? Make sure you're following. Duh. Bye.